Oh my goodness, we're here! It is time for the first race of the Earthbound PK Scramble 2v2 tournament. The main flag set is the Dr. Saturn's Choice, which is involving, it's random start, progressive enemies, and instead of fighting Gygas, you need to go to Magicant after getting 4 sanctuaries. I am joined by my co-host, Irving. Hello.
Hello. Yep, that's me, Irving, here with Andy. And, is it Andy and 4H?
That's fine. Either are fine.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll answer to everyone.
So, yep, and we've got the, like you said, the first round of the 2v2 tournament here. We've got Team Trash versus Team GURKS in all caps with an exclamation point.
Big Panther is having internet troubles, so he's going to local record. So we're going to have to just hope everything works out on his end.
Yep, so the only viewpoint, unfortunately, we'll have is Fly Eagles Fly for that one, but that'll be fine. We will survive. It seems like we are off.
Okay, so Summers is the starting location, and teleports are Threed and Scaraba.
Alright.
We can do it on the track. There's Threed, Scaraba, and Summers.
So, already our runners, if you were unfamiliar with PK Scramble, you'll notice that they are just nests by themselves, which is how it always starts. We do have the random start this time around, so starting in Summers. But we're going to go around and try and find kids. So different places you can do that. Looks like most of our runners are sticking around in Summers.
McGurk is going straight for the Threed kid. I respect it.
I also would do the same, so I know where his head's at.
Mad Cat is doing the Stoic Club to get a teleport location.
Exactly. The beauty of the 2v2 is that they can split up on logic checks and grab different information for each other.
But it's important, though, that they don't diverge too much because the timing of the last person to finish is the time that matters.
Yep, that is indeed true. So we do have Jeff as the Threed kid. And we'll see what Magic Cake is. What was the third teleport? It was
Scaraba.
Scaraba, thank you.
Jeff has the Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, okay. So with Scaraba open, that does put Deep Darkness on the table, since we do have Scaraba access already. Oh, we already have Deep Darkness, so well, there you go. Those two things together will add up to a Deep Darkness check, likely, in the near future.
It's a kid check. So,
it is,
I mean,
so it's very nice.
I might consider that. For me, considering the options are literally go there or fight the Boogie Tent, I think Deep Darkness might be the better play. But that's just me.
I would agree with you because I'm very, very skewed towards getting, above all else, normally I would say Threed Tint is a faster check against other checks, but when it comes to getting a kid, a potential kid, now when it comes to randomizer PK Scramble, there are 5 kid slots, but there's only 3 other kids, right? So the other 2 kids could be a teddy bear or a flying man, one of which is significantly better than the other, of course.
I'll let you guys be the judge on that one.
I don't know. I mean, teddy bear can take a hit.
Hey, and so can flying man.
Yeah, true. That is fair. That's fair. Flying man is just a better teddy bear.
It doesn't take an inventory slot. He punches guys.
Pulls his own weight in the party.
Sometimes punches Gygas when he shouldn't.
Eagles grabbing Jeff. Gurk is loaded up on bottle rockets for Jeff, and he's gonna go ahead and check 10 tier.
Good friend Boogie Ten. It's Mr. Carpainter. So Carpainter, nice, you say that, but it's 100% attack shovel. He could do literally anything, and he's already starting with fire.
That's a good time to talk about the flag set as well. I did completely forget about that, actually. So normally, you might remember Carpainter from Vanilla Experience having pretty much this. Carpainter is a good example. He has 3 attacks. Actually, I guess he has a life up and a shield technically, but so he does the thunder, the life up, and the attack and the bash. So all 3 of those will get randomized into something completely different. It's 100% attack shuffle. So right there, you saw he was doing fire.
So, by the way, the item in the boogie tent was the Shyness book. Deep Darkness is definitely looking like the play now.
Yep, aim in the game is to find 4 sanctuaries, which will unlock the coveted Magic Can't Teleport, which will be the victory condition. So a Shyness book on Tenda Village is very huge because that unlocks 2 sanctuaries for the price of 1 key item.
Because it gives you access to the Lost Underworld as well.
Yep, you can still fall through that hole in Lumine Hall, so...
That bakery has bottle rockets.
Yes, one other quirk I believe we did not mention about Dr. Saturn's Choice that is automatically turned on is a automatic shop sanity 1, which will take 1 item from each shop list and randomize it to... I'm not sure what else it randomizes it to, but you get bottle rockets and bakeries. That's what causes it.
Fly Eagles Fly had 1 kid die to car painter spamming fire, but he made it through to claim his Shyness book as well.
So all of our runners kind of in the same little spot here.
Checking intel. I would have checked the rural shop up top. Usually, sometimes Repel Witch is there. It's always worth checking.
You're absolutely right. I have found Repels there. Then again, they're probably not like too loaded in cash right now.
Yeah, they aren't. You're right. But having the knowledge, I like having the knowledge. I take notes when I play to note which is important things.
And definitely knowing a Repel shop is very important. Because in this, differing from vanilla, in vanilla skip sandwiches are the slot, but they're kind of useless in PK Scramble because we use a always run button. So, or not even a button, it's just always on. You can set it to a button if you would like, but who would do that?
Mad Cat getting the fuzzy pickles. Let's hope the item is worth it. It is a teddy bear.
It's a teddy bear.
Kind of worth it.
Depending on the cost, it's a Guardian Digger, so... actually, teddy bear might come in handy.
Yeah, it might. Jeff shooting himself in the face with a rocket, but the life up coming in time. Let's see what's... He's not... The digger isn't doing very much.
No, but it is really rough to be in this situation and not have a decent psychic offense. Yeah, exactly, because that offensive shield is going to really...
There it is.
Oh, he made it through.
I would have probably did... I mean, honestly...
I think his strategy, exactly the way you go about that, is just keep Jeff alive while you just burn through the reflex with the rockets.
Mm-hmm. I would have considered doing a turn and a half of just bopping it really quickly, just get it off.
Fair enough.
It's really just a toss. I might have just done the bottle rocket, to be honest.
Yeah. And now we have Paula, so that definitely solves the offensive psychic problem we were dealing with there.
And here we are in Tenda Village. The trash can has another teddy bear.
I don't know if Gurk grabbed the one by the photo, so...
You did not.
Now they're even on teddy bears.
Alright, so we are teaching literacy to the Tendas.
It's not quite literacy, it's teaching them how to be social.
The Tenda crowd. Again, it's just, this is a very linear...
That's interesting, though, because now they are forced to see, necessarily in this situation, I probably would have left Lumine Hall if there were other checks to do. But now they're kind of forced to go through Lumine Hall because they need to get to Lost Underworld.
Yeah, but they also got Onett, so I mean, Onett could have stuff. Also, Mad Cat took a death to the Guardian Digger, which is the true final boss, by the way.
It might be in this case if it's a gateway.
Pretty powerful.
I see. Okay, so they got Onett off of the 10 to T, I assume.
They did, yes. So yeah, Onett is now on the table, which is
a couple extra checks there.
At least 2 checks, yeah.
Yep, Librarian Sharks right there.
Mayor Perkle.
What was the item off of? Oh no, wait. Doesn't 10 to Chief give you? Oh yeah, it was 10 to Crowd. You're right.
Yeah. That is why.
Tracking things.
That's what I'm here for. I'm got 4 emo trackers running right now. The press button.
I told myself I'd have the one running, and I'm even bad at following that.
I'm not really paying attention to the chat, so I'm sorry, chat. I'm neglecting you, but there's a lot to keep track of.
They'll be fine.
Mad Cat looting some stuff.
Grabbing that graveyard trash can sometimes be scaled. Not sometimes, it is scaled to whatever fly honey is.
I did
Or
not
I'm
know that.
sorry, it is it's a toss up between whether it's scaled between fly honey or the 3 kid, whatever's the lower level. I believe is.
I didn't know that. I just kind of winged it.
Yeah, I believe that's how Tomar explained it the other day.
Guardian
Sorry, guys.
Digger slaying Jeff on Fly Eagles Fly.
That's never good. That's probably your main DPS right there, and looks like. Oh, he gets the life up off.
Good friend autofight.
I don't.
He's got flash, dude. He's cheating.
That's that PK or that attack shuffle coming in.
He got him!
Oh, he got it. Fly Eagles fly with the clutch
Lucky
right there.
autofight.
Yep.
I'm
Nest coming
sorry,
in.
Rizu. I don't mean to be neglectful. It's like I miss Cargo Express neglected class.
Ooh, GURK got into. Oh, he's luckily he's one-shotting these. I was gonna say he got into a cultist, which he will have to fight.
The toy air gun. Much
Hey,
better
that'll
than
help.
nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, so first sanctuary. It is the Boogie Tent. I hate that guy.
Tent. He moved from his spot in 3, and now he's here.
He let out a burst of steam. So steamy. McGurk has a lot of bottle rockets.
Wait, does that mean the dead turns even count as like they get shuffled away? So like
I mean, they can
Frankenstein.
be. Frankenstein might not burst steam. He might just do something else.
That's
So
scary, bro.
First blood officially goes to McGurk. Well, allegedly, we don't know
First
what
blood
Pink
for
Panther is.
Sanctuary. True. Pink Panther could be done, as far as we know.
I'm just gonna close my Pink Panther one because I don't need to have 4 open. First blood.
So 1 sank down for McGurk, Looming Hall, and we'll see what he does.
Ah, the Tenda Chief regular item was a Brainstone. Wow.
That's kind of bad actually. I mean,
It is. It's $150.
Yeah. It's nice in this early game.
Mad Cat grinding some EXP. Got a mushroom on
Got a
her head for her
mushroom.
troubles.
Not good for Guardian Digger, that's for sure. At least it's not on Jeff.
I mean, I think she was trying to grind Ness up to get rockin'.
Rockin', fair enough.
Alright, so the Tenda Kraut coming past on. McGurk is paving the trails.
Yep, couple
Talking
things
to
to get
rocks.
the PK check as well as a shop from Dalam.
Ooh, Dalam! Insane
have-
value.
Pooh, but you know we're venturing on a better chance of finding a teddy bear than we are finding Pooh. So
Ooh, brain food lunches in the store though.
that's true. Very
What's
good
up?
thing to come back to for late game.
Looks like Mad Cat lost again. I didn't actually notice though. I'm just assuming. Based on the fact that Jeff's in a body
Jeff
bag
is
and
dead.
Paula's not there.
Yeah, it's really unlucky. Mad Cat is having a really rough go at things here. I think she's not having like money for healing.
Alright, there's Pooh. The gang is all
Alright.
here.
The gang is all here. You are correct. And now we can check.
We can meditate to get our
Meditation?
bodies ripped apart.
Absolutely.
So
Seems
what
like he's
will
gonna do
Pooh
that right
have? Another teddy bear. What's Pooh's item? Let's see it.
Open
Let's
the
see it.
inventory.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Give me
He's
the
got
money.
that auto tracker going.
Show
See, this
me
is
the
the auto
money.
tracker coming in right now.
Does he
We're
have the
never
auto
gonna see it.
tracker?
I bet you he does.
No! I can't believe that McGurk would do me like this.
So it'll just be a mystery. It'll be a mystery for us.
I don't want it to be a mystery. Alright, well, it looks like he's on his
We
way to
should-
get torn to pieces.
Yep, I mean that's a safe check as well. I mean you're right here in Dalam also. Plus you can see if there are repels. I don't think there have ever not been repels on this vendor, honestly. For me,
I've seen it before.
it's very rare.
Ooh, the Magnum air gun. We powered up.
And there they are.
And time to stock up.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Mad Cat's getting bodied by a cranky old lady.
Yep, and Eagles is attempting Looming Hall here, doing the same route as GURK. That cat takes a death again, really just in the drink right now.
Yeah, she's gonna need to grind. I would have cut my losses and did a save load at some point. Like, I would have saved if I was in such dire straits.
I suppose, yeah, that if I've already died like 3 times, you gotta put your foot down at some point, get a start going. I wonder what I'm assuming is out of money and is why
At this point, yeah.
she's not reviving Jeff. So I'm wondering if she's out of bottle rockets as well.
I think she had 3 at the start of the Cranky Lady fight, but
Okay. I was gonna say, so even if she makes it back to Guardian Digger, it's rough.
it sure is unfortunate. Meanwhile, McGurk is going to get torn limb from limb by his ghost ancestor, which just happens to be a floating head. I don't know how he rips you apart without hands, but he's really good.
Terrifying, honestly. Alright, Eagles taking on the Boogie.
The Boogie.
The Boogie.
The Boogie. Let out a burst of steam. Is dead. Saturn Valley.
Saturn Valley, which technically I don't think we have any, unless Pooh has something mystery.
Oh yeah, right. Pooh,
Yeah.
the secret Pooh item.
Oh!
Key to the shack.
Oh,
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
Key to the shack.
All right, so that is our third, because we do have Onett, so that is our third sanctuary.
Third sanctuary. I guess McGurk's gonna go to Onett and start beating up some stuff.
Yeah, Onett is probably the faster checks. Oh yeah, well we don't have anything for Saturn Valley, so that's a dead zone right now. Although library could open that up pretty quickly. One of 2 key items will take us to Saturn Valley.
1 of 2.
In fact, a fly honey will just in the search right now.
Let's see. The
diamond. Can't do anything with that. Yeah.
Useless.
We don't have any PK checks available also that can even take us to 4 sides, so...
McGurk checking the Mr. Baseball cap. I didn't see what he got.
Oh, a T-ball bat. Oh, it's actually randomized for once.
It's been randomized.
It can be, yeah. It's just been really rare for me recently. It's been like a Mr. Baseball cap in like all my seeds recently.
Oh, interesting. T-ball bat would have been useful, I don't know, 16 minutes ago.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've seen one time it'd been like a T-Rex bat. That was crazy.
Oof, a T-Rex bat.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
That's juicy.
Mad Cat. In
So
a really,
Cat.
yeah, just kind of really far behind.
Mad Cat's this is level 9 now, I believe. So she's got the stuff.
So is she looking for a butterfly, maybe?
No, I think she's just trying to get Jeff up still. But I think
Yeah,
she
she isn't she isn't around 100, I guess, depending on hospital money variation. Yeah, Sea Temple, I agree. Yeah. Well, I like it it depends on when you get Onett, because in race percent, I like the 99 or how much it ever sells for in the early game. It's really nice.
The T-Rex bat. Alright, so now McGurk is going to cause violence against the local street gang of ants.
Yep, looks like around 3 enemies, Grapefruit Falls, roaches.
I'm surprised Mad Cat did not sleep at the free inn in Deep Darkness.
There's a free inn in Deep Darkness?
Yeah, it's right where you enter, the telephone. Next to the telephone, there's a monkey that gives you free sleepies.
Ah.
Shroom, I hate that guy.
Me too.
I mean, he's probably not gonna shroom anyone.
That's true. The shroom is on somebody else off in the nether.
But his resistances are kind of annoying though.
Oh yes, updating on anyone coming in who are unaware of what happened. We had a little bit of a connection issue with Pink Panther, so we're just getting the one restream from Eagles. So it is what it is. Yes, thank you.
Fly Eagles Fly is pushing through to Fire Spring. I don't hate the play. Gets you some levels.
Get you levels, but I mean, I wouldn't do it without mice / repels, in my opinion. Especially since there's a good chance you'll stumble upon some mice source, although I say that, but we haven't found Tucson at all, right, or anything.
The police badge?
Alright, well, now we're about to find Tucson.
And access to some return mice.
That'll give us 2 cent access as well as topside Onet, which could signify the end of the seed pretty quickly,
It's
depending
possible.
on depending on what all that, because that's gonna be a lot of checks that opens up from police badge.
Hey, I'm Mayor BH Purple.
However, the interesting dynamic is that GURK is flying through the seas, so he will have all the logic pretty much laid out for Mad Cat. However, Mad Cat is still in deep darkness, which is like
Very
level
unfortunate.
level 1 pretty much.
Very unfortunate. Everdread is the police chief, which makes even less sense than usual.
Yeah, the crime
But no.
has corruption has finally taken hold of Onet.
Indeed. I missed the sanctuary boss in Fire Spring. Oopsie.
Oh, it went by so fast.
It couldn't have been important if it's already dead.
Yep, I will agree with that.
Alright, so inside.
Department
store spook. Ooh, how spooky.
Yeah, that's probably not as scary when he doesn't have freezer fire, I bet.
A low roll on the Guardian Digger. Got a burger.
Got a burger, we're doing boogie strats.
Got it.
Oh, it's down!
Mad Cat has finally stepped foot into the seed proper.
That's right, we got Paula. We are moving to Tenda.
Get the Tenda that has the free healthcare. We have powers.
The good thing about being the person who is behind is that you can just beeline the logic. You don't even have to do any of the oh, I'll go here so you go here checks. No, you just do the logic.
Yeah. Hopefully McGurk has been remembering or taking good notes.
They play right next to each other, so I imagine they're used to this at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the memory of a goldfish, so I have to take notes if I'm playing with partners.
Yeah, fair enough.
By myself, I'm usually fine, but when there's a second person that you have to look out
Rely
for.
on, yep, absolutely.
Rely on or look out for, you know. I always keep a notepad document handy. I have like I have like 3 sections, like sanctuary access in case we like miss something in being in go mode.
True, it's happened to me. So
notable finds, just regular good items that we find, or stores that have good items. You know, stuff like that, and then just key item locations. Alright, so anyways, Mad Cat's collecting. Did Mad Cat collect the Onet teleport?
I was not actually watching.
I don't know if I saw that. She definitely.
We're just gonna say yes.
She definitely did the Shyness book.
Yeah, but I saw that. Obviously, she's down here, so I would be very. Okay, she did.
Okay, she did. Cool. Thank goodness.
And then we're gonna see what topside Onet has. Buzz.
Buzz. Ah, I'm dying.
I'm imagining we're gonna see Magicant maybe here. Oh, Starstorm.
Starstorm.
We're pretty late in the seed. We're getting PK checks, so I assume we're gonna start seeing those auxiliary teleports coming out, or like the double teleports. Like places we already have.
No access. We don't have access to Winters yet, for example. Or
True.
Foreside.
Foreside would be interesting because man, that's gonna add quite a lot of checks just to find another sanctuary.
I would try to milk some caterpillars here.
Is he running past? He's gonna check Meteorite before he checks the Liar. Interesting.
The tiny ruby.
It can't be a magic. It can't be a magic. Can't teleport. You're right. What am I thinking?
I thought you were just being facetious.
No, I'm dumb.
That's kind of completely. He's not checking liars. I don't know.
What? Maybe
he said a return mouse there.
That's true. So maybe.
That. But why?
He might be realizing that a teleport could take you to. Man, where is he going?
He's doing the tiny ruby.
Oh, okay, that was off Meteorite, right? I got you.
Oh, he might be return mousing out of the museum, because the museum is kind of bigger than Liger's Cave. I don't know, man.
Guess he
I
might
don't
just
know.
he might just be valuing key item. My guess is that he's valuing key items over PK checks right now. That's the only thing I can guess. Is that he thinks a key item to open up a sanctuary is a much better bet than a
Disgusting.
yeah, that is very disgusting. We can't do anything with that. So yeah, you're absolutely right. He was checking that and then return mice back. Interesting use of a return mice, because you know I would much rather save it for a sanctuary, but I guess he doesn't necessarily have to worry about, you know, completing the seed with a lot of speed at this point.
Alright, so inside here.
Starstorm
Omega.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that in a while.
Who's not even gonna get the psychic points for it, dude? Not in
That's
this.
true. That's true. Maybe one time.
You think he's gonna get the 48 psychic
42?
points?
Is it 48 or 42?
I thought it was 48. It might be 42. Yeah, both Starstorms are known at. Yeah, that's a good point.
I very rarely see one Starstorm, let alone two.
Gee, Billy.
He's Billy. Well, I'm sure that's not really what GURK wanted to see, even though it is kind of just hype,
it is
hype
42, by
from
the way. I looked it up. Well,
Hitchhiker's Guide was right.
I can't count. Okay, so we are.
Interesting routing from GURK. I would have grabbed Tucson before I even went topside, but
I would have gone topside first.
Really?
Yeah, there's so many checks up there.
Well, but like I would just dip Tucson, grab the teleport beta right there at the entrance, and then go topside. That would be my plan.
That's fair.
And then I could just beta at North Onet to go to.
There's no real wrong answer to it, so it's fine. I mean, like.
Oh, I'm just curious from a. I don't know. I think one might be objectively slower.
You can be as objectively slow as you want. He's picking a fight with the Starman. Average Red is a Starman. It is Starman Jr., which could be scary in a regular seed, but with Attack Shuffle, he's probably not going to be. He's still kind of annoying because he's got high resistances to elements, but, you know, just...
Sure, but we do have Starstorm.
He's fighting the teddy bear, oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
Rizu is on my team. McGurk is acting like he's gonna, it's like Starman's gonna use PSI when he might.
I mean, he might.
He might, but if he was playing shields, it's like I would
Yeah.
have just hit him in the face with my fists.
But luckily, he wasn't very scary. Starman can have a
pencil
lot of
eraser.
HP.
There it is. The force tank access. McGurk has entered go mode.
That is true. And not too crazy one either. No extra really having to go anywhere. We got pencil eraser, so we're sticking around Tucson. So that's actually good for Mad Cats. That means Mad Cats doesn't have to go north side Onet at all.
That is correct.
Unless she wants Starstorm.
What if you want Starstorm though?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. Starstorm's cool.
I mean, do you trade off Starstorm or do you trade off I gotta beat the seed, you know?
Well, she's really far behind, so I would think I would go for trying to beat the seed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Alright, so Onet
And Eagles is on
boss.
Yeah, it's Sank 3 actually.
It is
It's
the
Electrospectre.
Electrospectre. He starts with a PSI shield and then he does random things because it's attack shuffle. We'll see what he does.
And Electrospectre has a lot of attacks, so we'll see what happens.
He just murdered the teddy bear.
How dare you?
He's murdering another teddy bear.
Eagles has a lot of teddies.
He's not doing very much. He just wants to kill teddy bears. I respect it.
Alright, the auto fight prevails.
Auto fight prevails.
And Cat is taking on this is the Looming Hall boss, I believe, right? Guardian General. Oh no, this is Sharks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sharks. McGurk is going back to clearing off sanctuaries that he did not finish.
With the power of the mice, then. Although he used one for, so he should only have the one, right? I'm assuming he's probably using it on Fire Spring.
Probably. That's what I would do. That tree is a very fun shape.
between Lilliput and Fire Spring, because Lilliput's only one room, so. Yeah, rest in peace, Teddy.
Moving along.
Those are some nuclear-looking trees.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That color seems wacky. Trippy. Alright. Where's Fly Eagles Fly gonna go to next? Probably... I think he didn't fight the police yet, did he?
I don't think so. He's been doing a lot of sanctuaries,
Yeah,
so...
he's about to go beat up the sharks.
Yeah, he hasn't even done that whole sequence, so...
He went straight for the sanctuary, I respect it. A secret herb, though.
Secret herbs are nice. We do like revives.
GURK is gonna smash this poor department store
that can't use PSI.
Hit him in the face with a bat. Mad Cat about to rough up the local police force. Mad Cat made a lot of ground back up, actually.
Yep. That's that being able just to chase the logic coming in play here, because it's a lot shorter when you have everything out right in front of you, right?
Oh, yep. Shroom is doing flash. Shroom's flashing everybody.
Almost worse than mushrooms.
Oh,
sometimes.
It's a massacre.
Oh, he managed to get the heal off on Jeff in time, luckily. Nice play from Eagles there to keep Jeff alive.
GURK using his return mouse, as you said, to get out of Fire Spring.
Very smart. And now he's doing a giant step.
Giant step.
So I assume GURK is just gonna finish out the scene here. I mean, no reason not to, right? Unless the only thing you could virtually do for your 2v2 partner is check like extra shops for them if there's like bottle rockets somewhere.
Rizu suggested a potential good point to check Applicant anyway. If you get Carrot Key instead, it's a shorter check.
It is a shorter, instead of.
But you're gambling 60 seconds for the potential to save, I guess, like a minute and a half, maybe.
True. And it's not even like it would be kind of hard. It's a gamble.
I can see the logic in it.
If I were in GURK's situation, I honestly would do it.
That's a good call. Yeah, get the knowledge.
Because how ahead GURK is, that it's not really much of a detriment to him to get that information right. My
lack of brain cells wouldn't think about that. I'd be like, "Hey, go mode," and I just
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
The light switch just turns off in my head, and I just start tunneling and pressing buttons.
I literally just ignore. It gets me into so much trouble sometimes because like I just ignore presence and I ignore like checking literally everything when I'm in go mode. I'm just walking to objectives.
It depends. It depends what I need still. In a standard seed, you might still need pendants and stuff.
True. That's a fair point.
I also probably would have done Applicant check before I ever dread spot. That is also true, Rizu.
I like doing them both at once. I do like the combo play where you go Applicant first and then you just do.
Yeah, then you go. Yeah, that's what I would have done as well, probably. And a cat fighting the Starman. The Starman does some stuff.
Might also be worth checking the. Although I suppose if GURK does end up going to Happy, checking Key to the Cabin might, or the not Key to the Cabin but Cabin Kid item. I was gonna offer that up as a potential carry key option, but that as well. But if you're already in Happy, you're not looking for another sanctuary.
It's true. Also, Starman just biting through teddy bears as well as Jeff. True. He's got PSI Noom! What? The surprise!
Noom!
He was holding back. He was holding out the entire time, dude. He's killing another teddy bear, dude!
Oh, man.
It's a massacre.
Basically, Gygas right here.
Kiki has smashed the Starman. Alright, pencil eraser acquired. I think Mad Cat is now in go mode herself, but she has a lot of sanctuaries to do still.
Yep, she is every single one except for Lumine, I believe, still.
Correct.
So we will see. It all depends on, because obviously we don't know when Pink Panther's done. Are you watching the Race Time channel?
No.
Okay.
I'm watching the restream. I only have 2 monitors. One is
No, yeah,
for checking
for
things, and the other is for
trackers. Yep. I assume somebody would alert the public when Panther is done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick peek at it. Nope, no one's done yet.
No, I figured nobody's done.
Nobody's
Like,
done
right
yet. Irving, nobody's done yet.
All right. It could come down to a pretty close finish, just depending on the disparity. It does kind of suck that we don't know where Panther is, but
I think Mad Cat is going to take a loan from the Repel store.
I don't blame her. Given that she only has, she did not come with a lot of money though. That's for sure.
It's because she was in the middle of Tucson and she didn't want to hit an ATM. I don't like the amount of repels that is worth still. I would have probably bought
that's what I was saying. I was like 200. That's like, ooh. That's
I
like,
probably would have slapped. Honestly, on my way to Starman, I probably would have hit the hotel and hit the ATM.
Yeah, always remember that when you teleport, you always end up near a hotel, which there's an ATM.
Because she knew that there were OK pendants at the shops. Like she bought a Mr. Baseball bat, which I respect because Mr. Baseball bat is a good bat.
Good bet. Yeah. Ness needs that DPS. He doesn't bring much else to the table besides hitting stuff with a bat and healing.
Healing, yeah. I was gonna say he's got a life up. Got high attack. It works.
GURK running into some PRV enemies here. We got frogs.
And they're
Frogs
obnoxious.
with paralysis.
They're obnoxious. Just Starstorm it. Just nuke them. This is be excessive.
So we
they
see
have Stellar
Eagles,
Drizzle, dude.
We see Eagles in topside Onet here, so that probably means Panther has not been to topside Onet. So
Probably not.
Unless they both feel like they want Starstorm Omega.
It's possible. Look, man, those turtles are scary, man. They have Starstorm.
Yeah.
Those are rude.
That is terrifying. I mean, somebody's gonna get Starstorm. I guess there could only be one enemy with Starstorm, right? Because the only enemy that can ever cast Starstorm is a.
Oh, there's definitely several items that can cast Starstorm. You haven't played the game enough if you believe that there's only one enemy.
I'm trying to think.
What about Final Starman?
True. Yeah. Well, yeah, Final. That's the one that I was thinking of.
You said Ghost of Starman.
They are different, aren't they?
They're different. Yes. Also, Starman Deluxe can do it too. I'm pretty sure.
True bosses. Yep, I wasn't considering that. That's a fair point. There's a lot of attacks in the pool when you really do think about it.
Yeah, there's so many, and not to mention that, like, you know, there's a
all
lot.
The dead turns, all the different styles of bashes, all the different like crushing chop, all that crap.
Crushing chop.
Yeah.
Toward into you, charge forward.
Yep. Yep. Those are probably all different. Yeah.
So they're stepping away from the Skelpion. I respect it. Escaping the Newsman. I also respect it.
It's scary. He must be. I guess he just doesn't want to use it. Ah, there he goes. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I repel which that. Yeah, who shreds fierce on a skateboard is like the greatest question.
True.
Mad Cat heading up Second Sanctuary. Did she remember to set a return mouse? She did. Okay. That UFO threaded the needle on McGurk's screen is wild.
That actually was crazy. I didn't really register that until you said. I was like, wait, you're right. That UFO went right through the kids.
Oh, this place is lit.
This place is really scaled up. Those must be some bad diamonds then.
Oh yeah. Well,
Exterminator's Band. Not as crazy, but you know, Goddess Band is more than worth it.
Yeah. Goddess Band is crazy good.
Best bracelet in the game. We'll see what the free
even
shop
say
has.
it's
This Captain Strong. Ooh, DX repels. And
The
a Hyper
question
Beam.
is okay. I was gonna say, is McGurk gonna rob the shop? I try to, if I can help it, I try to avoid stealing from the shop.
Yeah, I mean, it is an extra boss fight, even if it's an easy boss. It's
But if I'm broke, then sometimes I'll splurge, or if I don't have repels yet.
Yep.
Or if
it's a
has
good
something
spot for repels.
I did a practice the other day where the shop ended up having Horns of Life, Repel DXs
Mm,
and brain food lunches. It was insane. I definitely grabbed unlimited.
that is the free shop to end all free shops right there. Yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up because it is a really good source for repels. So oftentimes, if I'm going to PRV and I remember, I'll forget a lot, and I haven't stocked up on repels recently, I'll try to not do it because I know that, because it's actually really fast to buy them from that, buy in quotes.
So let's see if Mad Cat handles the final boss, Electrospectre.
A lot of final bosses.
There sure are. Alright, so
Lilliput now for
Gurk has their pills.
Yep.
So
oh, he's got enough for the rest of the game here. He had like 10.
See, we don't actually know what Sank is going to be because Applicant might have been like carrot key or something.
That's true. There's a lot of checks. Well,
I'm ready for it to be the surprise 8th. Dude, that card painter was crazy. Speed capsule. 4th, that's boring. I wanted the surprise at like
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's Porky though.
Porky might not be that scary. But
yeah, we got paralysis, so.
Oh, and also attack shuffle. That's the more important part. It's attack shuffle.
Fair. That's fair. Although not gonna be. Although if he can do psychic abilities, he'll be able to do that through paralysis.
All right, so Fly Eagles Fly is doing the thing everyone wanted. We're gonna see Apple Kid.
Apple Kid. I didn't feed him. No.
Taking a bath in quite a while.
Tried to feed him the ATM card.
Delicious.
This is a beefy Porky right here. I don't know, maybe, I mean, were there brain foods on? No, I think it was just DXs on.
Yeah, DXs.
The free shop.
It was only DXs. I would have grabbed a few brain foods.
Right, because we have Omega Starstorm, just feed Pooh a brain food every turn.
He'll stomp everyone. Alright, McGurk gets through it. Also, what was on the Apple Kid? I already missed it.
Oh, crap.
It can't have been important.
It wasn't anything exciting. Chat didn't like pop off and be like, Carrot Key, oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh god! Alright, McGurk is the first racer on screen to have the magic can't teleport.
Yep.
Really big thing. Alright, I'm gonna double check the race thing again. Nope, no one's finished yet. Pink Panther has not finished off stream.
Yep. No crazy finish off exactly.
Fly
there were moonside enemies here in Lilliput. Would have been a little scary.
Only a little bit. 4 kids is a lot.
I don't want to mess with those. Although I consider that, and then I always forget attack shuffle. So that does make some things a little less scary at surface value.
At surface value.
Yeah. Until they whip out a Starstorm on you.
Mad Cat has grabbed more money and is grabbing more repel witches.
Can't even blame her.
Yes, we can.
It'd
be very easy to.
I'm a big advocate for repels.
Right, I'm going to humor myself and I'm going to stop tracking because we don't really need to track anything anymore.
No, but I would say the logic is pretty much done. So
I'm just double checking Fly Eagle Fly's VOD to get
the Apple Kit item.
The Apple Kit item, because I want to know.
Oh, Eagles didn't do it yet. Is apparently what Sarah said.
What do you mean? Literally paid.
He might have. I think you're right. Actually, I think he walked up to Everdread first.
Unbelievable! I can't believe this. Maybe Pink Panther gave the intel and said, "Hey, don't actually do this."
True.
These Ramboobs are rambunctious.
Where did he even run into these?
On the way to Peaceful Rest Valley.
Oh, okay.
They're just apparently Sketch City.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might actually just get rolled by these Ramboobs.
I didn't see what was in the Magickin shop. All is lost.
Watching multiple screens is hard, Andy.
Yeah, really. Well, like I said, I was trying to look at the VOD for stuff, and now I missed everything. It's all over. Video games are canceled, everybody. I'm out of here.
Go home. Gurk got quite the train for Magic Ant here. Always a danger with the Kraken, so we'll see if he drops the teddy bear before.
Hey, me. I found a T-Rex.
Ooh, that is nice.
A bat for Shrek? Oh, thanks. I never check at that point. At that point, I'm like, I only grabbed like the 2 presents on the way, and I'm like, out of here.
I'll check Ness because of that reason. I mean, he can drop a T-Rex bat. I mean, it depends on my other kids too. I would say if I had Pooh where he is right now with the Star Storm, I'd be like, let's just go.
Yeah, well, was that a neutralizer? It was a
Indeed
neutralizer.
It was. It could be very helpful depending. We haven't seen like or exactly, or like a Nessa's Nightmare. We haven't seen any of those danger zone bosses right there. Honestly, we haven't seen Dog, right, either.
No, we have not seen Dog. I feel compelled to bark like a dog anytime I think of Carbon Dog and Dynamite. Alright, who is in the Sea of Eden? No, it's Master Barf.
Is Master Barf.
Who is our
who is it? Oh my god. Boring.
Guys, let's be frank.
Well, actually, it's attack shuffle.
Who would have thought that the evil inside my mind was actually just Frank? I would not be using Starstorm. I'd be using Freeze. He is very weak to freeze.
He is very weak to freeze. Almost, I mean, it'll deal as much damage, I would say.
At more than half the cost.
Yeah.
Frank is dead. It's over, dude.
The good old Frankie Magic Ant ends. You know, they're just they're very fast.
You won!
Alright, GG to Gurk, our first finish?
Our first finish, yes, I have it open.
Okay.
I have it open. For the time of 45:57, McGurk is the first person to finish.
GG to Gurk, not over for his team yet, though. We do need to see Mad Cat cross that finish line as well for the final. And then, so we still have Eagles and Panther. They're still in it here. However, Mad Cat is progressing quite steadily here.
I'm impressed with how fast Mad Cat caught up after that incredibly rough start.
Yeah, she was in deep darkness for a while. But I think she's not done. Has she done every other sanctuary?
Yeah, she has.
Okay, yeah. So
just needs to do this in Magic Ant. And she might have the return mask still too, because she had the knowledge.
Yep, and she didn't have to do the one for the topside Onet. Yeah, not having to do topside Onet really helped her out here. So she didn't have to go up there at all.
It's huge. Also, these pretty little UFOs are just devastating to
Eagles. Yeah, getting some really rough, just regular encounters. This is why repels are important, people.
Did Fly Eagles Fly use the phone there?
We'll find out.
Oh, that's brutal.
Is that Summers?
No. There is no Foresight. Foresight has not been found, but that's devastating.
That's rough. Yep. That's a PRV walk back. Yep. Although now he has the bridge access, so that does shave minimal time loss, or a time save, but it is a little bit.
I would go to Tenda Village, get the free healthcare, and then just
screw Tenda. Go to Dalam.
Oh yeah, Dalam's better. Good point. I forgot Dalam was on the table.
Taxi.
Crash in a taxi. I would be tilted out of my mind.
I do that all the time.
Me too. I would be tilted out of my mind.
Do you ever get those moments where you're like, where you try teleport alpha, you just bonk into something like 5 times in a row, and you're just like, I can't teleport. Yeah, I feel like Eagles right now, man.
One of the most tilting things that's ever happened to me in Scramble was it was a long time ago. I was in Winters. I went to South Winters. I did the Sanctuary, and I just went out. I was just going to teleport Alpha out and just be on my way, whatever. So I just went left, and then I was going to go left and then down, because that's like the runway.
Yeah.
Hit an invisible enemy, and it was a brutal encounter that maybe wastes like 2.5 minutes dying to it because
That
I
is
couldn't
definitely the
kill it.
worst. Yeah,
I
when you
tilted so hard.
teleport into something and then it kills you. Wow.
It was,
Thanks.
and it took a while to kill me too. Like I just couldn't handle it. Like it was just an unbeatable thing.
All right, so she did have that mouse, so she's going right to Magic Hit. Yep. She knows it's Frankie. She knows she doesn't need to do like anything.
She's got the repel witches. Extremely. Oh, she's doing the safety save. I respect it. I would probably do the same, to be honest.
Yeah, you never know what happens on the way too. Yeah, you could maybe barf, kicks her butt or something if she accidentally ran
Or
into it.
you misplay your repels and get caught in a magic encounter.
Been there, been there.
Me too. Me too. Eagles is
Yep. Yeah.
Eagles knows McGurk finished, so he might be frazzled in more ways than one.
Yep. So we'll see.
Pink Panther is still trying. Well, we don't know where Pink Panther is. Sorry, it's an unknown.
We can pretend that Pink Panther is doing something.
Pink Panther is doing something, but we don't know what. Look at that Tenda though. Look at that Tenda.
That dude is straight vibing.
He's vibing.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Mad Cat is on her way. She is in the Sea of Eden. Let's see if she can escape the belches.
Yeah, GURK really didn't do anything that was like, I mean, obviously the out of logic checks nobody could have known. That was just kind of an unfortunate.
Fails to juke the barf. Let's see how scary barf is.
Yep, we would hope. Well, yeah, we didn't have to take the boat to Scarabus, so. Although it should be scaled to Magic Cake, right? Or no, I think the boat could be completely different.
The boat could be completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oof. So let's see. This barf could be threatening if we keep spamming fire.
It's true. Yep. This could be harder than Frankie, technically.
It could be. Oh, then
never mind. All right.
Boring.
Boring.
Boring. A Casey bat. I think I'll use it now.
I mean, Ness really not gonna be the shiniest.
She actually equipped it.
I don't know what she has on Ness right now, to be honest. Does she still have the Mr. Baseball cap or hat? Bat? I can't talk.
I think so. That was before she equipped the Casey bat.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 Casey bats.
Oh, Fly got ambushed by the Rand boobs again.
Oh.
Oh, it's brutal. Still.
Looks like Jeff is gonna take a death here.
These Rand boobs are vicious.
And there it is.
Mad Cat pulling back up. Only
from the
6 minutes behind.
Yep.
6
from
minutes
the
behind
deep darkest trenches. GG.
GG.
So that will call it for the actual race.
Pink Panther just finished right behind Mad Cat.
Really? Okay, so nice.
It was
they were
10
really close
10 seconds apart.
They're really close then. Eagle just had some really rough I feel like Eagle would have been right kind of there as well, but taking the death in PRV here was not good.
Taking the death in Happy Village was not.
Yes, yeah. And then this secondary death does not very help him either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that means the GURKS will continue on to the next round. This tournament is single elimination, unfortunately, so Team Trash, unfortunately, has been taken out.
Was that pun on purpose?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. By the way, we solved the mystery. I paid attention to the credits roll. Apple Kid, signed banana.
Oh, well, I mean, we never had foresight,
Useless.
so yeah. In between, now that's an interesting. I guess I would do if I had foresight teleport. If I didn't have to go find foresight, I feel like I would do Magnet Hill over.
No, me too.
Lilliput, yeah. I guess it's not. Yeah.
It doesn't matter of how long.
I mean, PRV's not crazy bad, but combined.
And there's usually good stuff there. Usually. I'm just impressed, though. I'm very impressed with McGurk.
Yep, nice catch up there. The good, that's the straight up, the benefit of the 2v2. That was a straight logic feed right there, because I guarantee that was only doable because of the logic being known.
Mm-hmm. Mad
That's
Cat
what it's there
showed poise in the face of adversity.
Oh yeah, and definitely not. She definitely worked well in the second half of her season. She had a really rough beginning, but she kind of flew through the later half. She didn't really have any mess ups.
McGurk has entered the commentary chat, and so has Mad Cat.
Welcome to the ring.
Not right yet.
Oh no.
Nice GG, guys.
You might be able to hear me, but I can't hear you yet.
Oh.
What? Unbelievable.
Okay,
are
we
you
can say
hearing
what
me?
we can say whatever
Okay.
we can say whatever we want about them.
I want to be heard.
There we go.
Okay.
Hello.
I didn't know
Hello.
what device it was going to be. So we've got to
Hello.
figure it out now.
GURKS squared, how are you?
We're doing good. How did things look?
Well done, well done.
Pretty good. We're just chilling with Eagles right now. Panther has finished. GG on your first win of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
How
was
was
an interesting
ahead.
start.
It was definitely an
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, definitely want to hear from Mad Cat. If you, I just kind of want to hear what you were going through at the beginning there, because we were lamenting for you.
Yeah, pain.
I'm surprised you didn't take advantage of the free hotel at Deep Darkness.
Forgot that's a free hotel.
I was gonna say I just learned about that
You're the one
from
who's supposed to tell me
Andy.
that.
Yeah.
I never stay there. I don't even think about it.
Apparently Irving didn't know about it either. It's like, yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's right when you enter Deep Darkness in vanilla, just under the phone. There's just a monkey. It's like, yeah, you want to sleep
Yeah,
with
he
me?
says, you want to stay? It's free.
Well, I tell you what, I learn about new vendors and new hotel spots in this game every day. Like, I swear.
Every
But you-
speed is a learning experience.
You pulled through though. You worked really hard in the face of huge adversity, and you caught back up and you finished.
I agree. That was quite the catch up, yeah. Because there was a time Eagles had pulled. Eagles is pretty much neck and neck with GURK for a while you were stuck in Deep Darkness.
Yeah.
And then it kind of got weird because Eagles started doing sanctuaries before, and then GURK kept doing the logic, and it was like, well, now I don't know what's happening.
I mean,
never got a meme call.
it was. Oh yeah, you didn't get the meme call, did you?
I was gonna put number 3 as my meme.
Nice. Yeah, we. I mean, I guess it helped that you didn't. I don't know how much Eagles and Panther didn't have to double do.
Closed
Well,
out.
we don't know because we don't have Panther's feet.
It's true.
Oh,
It's true.
that's
I'm
true.
assuming. Well, we know Panther finished first, so I'm not
Right.
sure. We know Eagles checked top Onet, so that was something that Cat did not have to do, which was really nice.
Oh yes.
Because that's a huge time save, not having to go up there.
Yeah, I mean, Starstorm would have been super helpful, but
Sure, but then
Frank
especially
was so Frank was so
Frankie.
wimpy.
What a joke.
You
I
did a
was,
pretty good job dodging the encounters. The Peaceful Rest Valley and Happy Village encounters were brutal. And
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, Fly Eagles
Yeah,
Fly
I don't
got
think I
party
got a
whipped
single
multiple
one.
times.
Or the
Funny-
one I got maybe was a green swirl.
Yeah, Fly Eagles Fly got wiped multiple times between Happy
Oh, you
Happy
had
and
that.
Peaceful Rest.
You had that when you got into Happy. It was really funny. I didn't even notice until Andy pointed it out. There was a UFO, but it like flew right in the middle of your kids, and you didn't get an encounter off
Yeah,
of
I
it.
did see that one.
That was
yeah, he just-
insane.
somehow he didn't hit us, and I was able to teleport away from him.
That is.
It was
Oh yeah, but I
Sorry.
guess I did realize they were bad news because what it was the mice that were casting
Meese.
the Stellar Drizzle beta.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah, Stellar.
But I mean, just in general, like I would see Eagles would just get into 3 Ramboob fights or like 3
and they were all
UFO
spamming
fights.
fire.
Yep,
They all
and I
spam
was like,
fire.
well,
Oh, fire's horrible.
that's awful.
Everyone knows fire.
It's not unique. You're not special. Stop using fire.
I also watched a lot of teddy bears die.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
to Star.
Yeah, we
Starman
had a lot
Jr.,
of them,
Starman
too.
Jr.
Noted. A lot of teddy
Was-
bears got murdered in various ways.
I did drop my last one in Magic
Right.
Ant to try to dodge.
Were you able to dodge that?
I would agree
Yeah,
with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I dodged him.
I cannot dodge that first.
I don't know if
CD
you're
video.
aware, by the way, Mad Cat. If you like despawn, quote unquote, Barf, he will go to a different spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go off
So
screen,
you can
will,
kind of like reset your chances at getting the dodge,
Yes.
basically.
I learn more and more about this game every time I play.
Of course, he was also a joke. I didn't watch in the credit log to see what level he was, but they were both
He
pretty
died
low.
fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. Yeah. We were worried because we were like, well, they didn't take the boat to Scaraba, so it could be looking at a level 80 barf right here.
Oh no, we lost him. Hey, who'd we lose? Oh, we lost.
That was Madcap, but I think we can
Madcap.
hear her through GURK,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, you disconnected. But she doesn't need to be on here anyway because she's just on as me.
Yep.
Unbelievable! I can't believe Madcap would leave us hang.
But I mean, overall, it seemed pretty linear. You got to the point. Deep Darkness was like pretty much a railroad. Looming Hall, Underworld, all the sanctuaries pretty much lined up for you.
Yes.
Except for that fourth one. The fourth one kind of like there were a lot of once you got the diamond, I was like, oh no, that could be bad.
Could be lots of pain.
Alas,
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
was
get
kind of
the fourth
expecting Fourside for.
If
Instead of
Applicant had
Starkstorm.
this, Applicant had the signed banana too.
That's true. Yep. So that was probably next in line.
How would we have gotten to
We didn't check the cabin key guy.
cabin item?
That might have been.
Fly honey.
Fly honey.
Fly
Yeah.
honey.
Or
Yes,
meteorite
right.
piece. Or meteorite piece.
Oh yeah,
True.
yeah. Because
There's
we
a lot
did
of
in
things it
Saturn
could be.
Valley, or I did. You didn't. She didn't have to do
Oh,
the
right. Was
meditation
that
either.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yep. There's another one.
Didn't
So
have
the
to
That's
get
a-
strategy is just to fail miserably at the start, so the other person gathers all your
Make
watching.
all the other person do the work. Yeah, exactly.
You can get in into those early game like vortexes like that. They're kind of bad, especially when you get into that cycle where like, oh, I have no money for reviving kids, and then Ness is not like strong enough to do anything.
There's a vicious cycle.
It is. It literally is. All right, so we're seeing Eagles here now, finishing out. He's equipping all his stuff and putting on that copper bracelet.
The bracelet goes on the wrist.
He's ready for Frankie.
Frankie.
Oh yeah, that was. I just recently realized the brain play to go to always check the not the cabin, carpenter's house.
Yeah,
sure,
that was
I
that-
failed.
the goddess band. Wow.
Yeah, that was nice. That
I
was
mean-
really nice.
I guess we didn't really need it,
Need it? Yeah.
but it made me feel a lot better.
It's always a nice check. It's one of those like you can always if you were at a different spot, like maybe say it was Sanctuary 2 or something, and you ran into that same situation where Franklin Badge was super scaled up, you can fight one of the diamonds in there. Maybe. Those could have been really scary diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Nice dodge.
Nice dodge there.
The cultist stable, yep.
Mhm.
Frank can do spores? Oh no. A magic hand boss with mushroom.
Typical. The crook would be on drugs.
But he is
What?
down, Eagles.
He did nothing to us. Good job, Eagles.
Yeah, he really didn't. And I mean, you guys like two-turned him basically, so.
We have made it. We have
GG's
finally
all
made it
around. Yep, our
to
final
the
runner
conclusion of this race.
has crossed the finish line after the the gauntlet of technical difficulties. We have finally come to the conclusion.
But at what cost?
At what cost indeed? Team Trash, unfortunately, will be taken out of the tournament. But GG's again to the GURKS! Exclamation point.
You have
They
to say
will
that
continue
at
on.
one point.
You have to. It's with emphasis.
It's the rules.
Emphasis.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Yes, thank you to the racers and thank you to Temple for the lovely restream as usual.
And thank you for co-commentating with me, Irving. That's not a word.
Yeah.
Co-commentating?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I said
I
co-commentating.
think you can tag co on anything and it's just.
It's
just
probably
co.
true. Just go. It's
But yes,
co.
thank you. It was a blast, dude. So I hope we can do it again sometime.
Agreed.
And now I'm gonna beat your socks off in the race. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Well, you picked my brain a little bit, and I got to pick yours a little bit.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. We shared strats, so maybe it was a mistake. Nah, just kidding. All in good fun. Anyway, all right. Temple, are we heading over to another Earthbound streamer / just in. Oh, we are rating. We're going to Gurk. Gurk, I hope you're doing something.
Oh no, we're done. We're gonna stop the story.
Well, too bad. Enjoy the raid.
Oh gosh. Follow the winners.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Follow all racers. Follow all racers. Follow
Yes.
Temple.
Follow
I don't say
everybody.
I won't say follow commentators because that just seems like I'm saying. go
Don't follow
me.
I'll
commentators.
say follow commentators.
Thank
Follow
you. See?
Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Well, no.
Well, time with how good the Casey bet is. It's not. Thank you for coming to my TED talk.
0 out of 10 would not Casey bet.
I know Gert could get into like his math about it. I've seen him talk about it in
put it on at
Discord.
the end because it didn't matter, but
I saw that. I
Yeah, we did see the Casey bet equip. That was funny.
I would rate it a solid 2.5 out of 10 because it hits 2.5 out of 10.
Oh,
times.
that is technically correct. The best kind of correct.